If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 561. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am, as usually always, Brian Shadow Emmerich.
And no Selden tonight. But we are having a show tonight, so
we are.
There are going to be some. We'll just get ahead of this here, okay? Because there's a lot of complainers that say stuff when we don't have shows. So next week we will have a show. Then the following 2 weeks, my eldest daughter is getting married, and I have a whole bunch of conflicts those 2 weeks. And then I think we're good until. Well, maybe not. There might be one in between there. But then November 10th is when Tiff and I are in the front row TV seating for wrestling. And then we should have a few shows or one show, and then Thanksgiving. And then the first week of December, Tiff has a trip to Paris, France for work. So I am going to tag along and not be here. So I will be in Gay Paris doing all the Paris stuff.
Go to the catacombs for me, because when I went, it was closed and we couldn't go in. But I want to see it.
I have never been to Paris, so well, actually, until our last cruise, I had never been to Europe. So yeah,
nice. Do it.
So that'll be fun and interesting. Then we're going to have New Year's at some point, and Christmas and all those holidays that are going to screw things up. And we also host a Christmas party here, which you're invited to, Shadow, if you want to trek out to Massachusetts. And
keep it in mind.
All of our 5 bedrooms are full with kids and parents, so you would need to find a hotel. But you are welcome to come.
I appreciate the invite for sure.
Yes, and then obviously New Year's, and then January seems pretty open. February we have our Kev cruise with Kevin Smith, a film director, writer, actor.
Something Smith. Yes. That's pretty common names.
I know it is. Yes, yeah.
I'm not sure I'm aware of him.
Yeah. No, I know. I can understand why. And then we'll go through April, and then in March, I have that golf tournament with my dad down in Florida, the Legacy tournament. So that'll be a week that's off then, and then we get back on that Sunday, and then that Tuesday night, I have the Dropkick Murphys St. Patrick's Day show in Boston. So that's always a good time.
That'll be fun.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. And then in April, just 1 week off. Well, no, it's actually a 10-day cruise. So probably 2 weeks off for that cruise. So, yeah.
Well, for me, Thanksgiving week I'll be at Disney World. So, but it's Thanksgiving week, so we don't have a show anyway. But the rest of the time, I'm pretty open until pretty much all the way through. Mondays are usually pretty easy for me, so I'm almost always around. I will say, so I'm going through. You're like going to April. I'm like, oh yeah, April. Let's see. Oh, cool. So April 26th is Midwest Gaming Classic, which I go to every year now with my son. So that'll be the day before the show. So I'll talk about it at the show. See? But that's 6 months away. So.
Yeah, I know. I figured while everything was fresh in my mind, because I was looking at the calendar as I was adding things, and I was like, holy shit, this is gonna fuck a lot of shit up and piss people off. So.
Oh well, screw them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always say.
It's a free show.
Yes, it is a free show that we do out of the goodness of our hearts. So
that's right.
All right. On that, why don't we just jump into the show proper? If you're in chat right now, you want us to talk about something, drop it in there. Otherwise, we'll just hop in the mailbag for feedback and questions from our last episode. I'm going to actually say it wrong first so that I can say it right. Partiguarez 99 comments. It's pronounced Party G Ars 99.
Okay.
So now you're looking at it and you're like, how did he get from there to there? And I have no idea. But it's Party GUR99. So we apologize for mispronouncing it last week, but it's a really weird fucking spelled name.
But no question. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Party GUR99 comments and doesn't ask.
Now we know.
So, yes, yeah.
Now we know.
So we did ask for the correct pronunciation, and it was given to us. So, thanks.
Asked and answered.
Yep. Rubber Framer comments. Thank you all for discussing the absurd Game Pass price hike last week. Hopefully, the more popular shows like yours, discuss this. Maybe Microsoft will reconsider.
So, I mean, right now, I know that I think they've put off the increase till November now at this point. I don't think they're immediately doing it, like for the
I don't
auto
know when
billing stuff.
Yeah, I don't know when it happens because my Game Pass is like paid way out, like yours.
Yeah, I paid mine out 2.5 years just now because I wanted to save $120 a year. So I knew I'd have it for at least 2.5 years. So I went ahead and did that, and then I stopped. So like, you can do it up to 3 years, and I just was like, I don't want to spend any more money right now. So you should do it.
When I logged into Xbox today, it explained the new pricing choices and tiers and everything else to me. So
yeah, I mean they're telling people about it, but it doesn't make it any better.
No,
and it's adding a bunch of stuff that maybe a lot of people don't want, but they're being charged
none of the
for
Fortnite
anyway.
stuff. No, not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they should maybe make more tiers. I know that makes it more convoluted, but maybe they should have kept the tier they had for Ultimate and then just like
added
an
a
Ultimate
Fortnite
Plus.
tier. Yes,
and then had like the extra stuff, and that's $30. But that's not why they're doing this. It's because I'm sure it's the companies that they're partnering with want more money, and so they just have to increase it because otherwise they're eating the cost, and they won't do that. So.
But we're glad that we talked about it, and maybe the more people that shit on it, eventually they'll get the picture that, or via your cancellations, if that speaks louder than anything else. So yeah. All right. It sucks. Yeah.
Sucks.
Next up, Charisma Devil asks, what do you think is the breaking point for subscription prices? Or is it just a matter of charging more than having acceptable attrition, but the users times dollars still ends up being more profit with even less customers?
I mean, I feel like that's what they're banking on. I mean, right now, like I mentioned, I'm sure it's just mostly the partners asking for more, and they just figure, we'll lose a lot of people, but are we going to lose 50% of all people? Probably not. So 50% increase, we're still coming out ahead. I think that's what Charisma Devil is asking. Yep. So is that what you?
That's how I read that as well. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you charge more, but you get less subscribers, but it still nets you a net gain. So.
And with fewer subscribers, it sounds weird, but with fewer subscribers, you have less people to support. Fewer people to support, so you might not have as many issues down the road. You might have fewer people to all be on at the same time for new live games like Call of Duty and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, so what do you think is the breaking point for prices? I think we're there.
Okay. Yeah. Put it out there on Front Street. Yeah.
I thought we were there.
There at $20. That's what I thought.
At 20, I was like, okay, that's got to be 20 for a while because they increased it.
That's buying 4 games a year at old prices. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So 20 a month was $240. So that's at old prices, which they're not old prices anymore. So $70. That's about 3.5 games a year. Now $360. That's 5 games a year. About 5 games a year. So if you're buying more than 5 AAA games a year, it's worth it. If you're not, maybe it's not. But also you have to factor in that if you want to play online at all, you have to have Essential now, not Core. It's Essential, which I think is $10 a month. So you have to factor that out completely. So $10 a month times 12, that's $120. So
take
right
that
now you
out
have
of
to
the
like take that complete
360.
out of the 360. Then you're like 240
That's
is what
4
you're.
games a year
That's
at old
games.
prices. Yes, yeah.
That's games. If you're talking about just games, because online, if you're playing online, you gotta pay 120 a year. Period.
Yep.
That's just how it is. And there is no like discount for a year. There's no full year ahead.
Yep.
They don't have that. PlayStation does have that. They don't have
Yep.
that.
Yep. So yeah, it's gonna be weird, and I'm sure there's gonna be attrition, but we'll see if they go back and revamp this and decide that they need to change things up. But it's really hard to go back once you're, raking in the money.
Well, and they can't really go back without doing something because right now, I mean, well,
Well, they
they
could
could have.
re-sign deals with publishers and
Well, what I mean
new
is,
deals. They could make less of a profit sharing. Yeah.
yeah, maybe. But what I mean is like say people paid up front ahead now at $30 a month, then they say, "No, we're actually just going to charge 20 again." Well, those people have already paid 30 a month if they did. Now, I don't know if that might not even be the case because I don't know if you can buy $30 cards
I
now.
don't think you can even buy those now. Yeah.
So it might be a moot point, but if they did, like down the line, 6 months down the line, people have been paying 30, 30, 30, and then they say, "No, it's just going to be 20 again." Are they going to give the
Those people
refund to
feel
people?
fucked. Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it just that they're not going to have? I mean, they have to have cards because people not everybody has a credit card, so they need to have something people can buy in stores to put into your system. Same with like
Yeah.
Roblox bucks and things like that, Minecraft stuff.
Yep.
Some
Yep.
people don't have credit cards, so they have to buy it with cash. But when are they going to start putting out $30 cards in stores? I haven't seen any, and I don't know when
I
that will
haven't either.
be. But if they do start to do that and people start to stack those up, are they going to limit stacking? I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just a whole it's a whole mess. And going back on it would just I don't think they would because it would they can't really probably do it because all their partners. I'm sure they
Yeah.
have deals with them saying you're getting X amount of money, and B, I mean, they're gonna be saying, well, we were wrong, and I don't
Yeah.
think that
No one
them
wants to say they're wrong. No.
they're not, I mean they've said it before in the past a lot of times, but I think that something like this they probably thought out way ahead, like Charisma Devil's saying. It's just the attrition that they're acceptable attrition. They're building it
Yep.
into the cost, and they decided that this is the way to go. And I don't think it is, but I don't know. I mean, I don't
Mm.
play PlayStation Online at all, and
No.
I don't play on it nearly as much as I play my Xbox because of the games that are out that I like on Xbox. But now, with all the Xbox games going to PlayStation, and with the cost being less per year, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just start to switch over that direction and just pay for a year there. I mean, right now I'm paid up, but down the line, 2.5 years later, maybe I will. So we'll see.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
All right, and welcome back, Altius. Last but not least, Altius asks, as you are tool to play, what did you think of the ESA's Power of Play report? The average age was 41 and nearly an even split between men and women. We knew this 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think on this?
I think that's probably about right. I would have guessed that the average age would be skewing upwards at this point, but
Yeah.
I did
I
see
would say
this report said a lot of people were playing under 16 and over 60 were playing mobile games, but that doesn't really affect us. So.
Yeah, I haven't read the report, but I was just assuming a lot of it's probably mobile, which would skew it possibly in certain directions for like gender or age or what have you. But yeah, I mean, I think that people are. So I'm 44, so 41 is just a little younger than me, and that puts you at about 1985-ish,
Yeah.
which that sounds about right. I mean, back in the mid 80s, if you're born back then, by the early 90s, you were playing SNES
Wow!
and
Oh, we went there.
and
We
and
already went there in this show.
NES, SNES, you're
Super
playing those,
Nintendo, NES,
Genesis, all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. And so you kind of grew up on that. And, at this point, you kind of age out of some of it. Maybe you don't play games as much at a certain time in your life. You come back to it later, possibly, just because you've had the kids, you've kind of gotten past the craziness of life, and you're just kind of settling back down to nostalgia, playing some more games. I can see
Hmm.
that. And I mean, 41's a good age to just kind of have some stuff to chill at night with the a game. And games are pretty popular right now again. And
So is
yeah,
51. Just saying. Yeah,
yeah, oh
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, and when you were 41, you were doing that. So
yeah. And when I was
it's
31 and 21 and
and
11.
11 and yeah, yeah, same.
Yeah.
Not 51 yet, but yeah, the rest of it, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So that makes sense to me, and even split men and women, that also makes sense to me. I mean, probably possibly different games, but not
Yeah.
always. And I mean, a lot of women I know play the exact same games I play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this sounds like it's credible and sounds like the life or the world that I know, at
Yeah.
least online with gaming. The my groups of people that I've had through Too Old to Play that I played with, my clans that I was in.
Yeah.
Still am in some group a group that is like our old clan on. We moved over to Facebook because there was you know people
Yes.
just weren't hanging out on the site quite as much. But you know I don't on Facebook as much anymore. But still, I still know all those people and friends with them in person and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, and I know the unfortunate part of this is that kids in their teens or 20s are probably not looking at this report and saying, "Oh shit, there's lots of people in their 40s playing games." Like
Yeah.
that's the downside, but um yeah, we're
Oh
doing it.
well,
So
we're doing it.
all right. Well, if any have great questions or comments like these, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooledplay.com. You can also comment on the Tool to Play thread and the Tool to Play homepage. And on that, why don't we hop on over to what we're playing? Shadow, what have you been playing this week?
I have been playing almost nothing. I
This
have
is the
been,
beauty of you ending your achievement streak, is that you
yeah.
don't feel the need to play a game.
Well, so Little Nightmares 3 came out and I downloaded it and I booted it up. I played it for about 5 minutes and I realized I needed to do something else, and so I put it in suspend and I never went back because it's been too busy this weekend.
Mm,
But that came out on Friday, so it's only been a couple days, but still.
mm.
I down and when I bought that, I got the first one, like the I don't know, upres edition with like a bunch of other stuff, and I got a bunch of stuff for three. And I already had two, so and I'd already played all the other ones, but like okay, my son can play one and two and three because he was interested in them. But yeah, I haven't. I've been mostly just watching stuff and watching movies, watching scary stuff because it's October.
It is
I
October.
like doing that
Yes.
in October. So doing the 31 days of Halloween stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
it's mostly just been TV and movies right now. Not too many games right now. How about you, Derek? How's your 1,000 going?
I'm at 400.
Whoa, all right.
They've been constantly dropping double XP things. The final season, season 6 of the Battle Pass, just started.
Nice.
To lead right into Black Ops 7. I skipped the whole Black Ops 7 beta. So I've
Wow.
just been enjoying Black Ops 6. This right now, this is a double XP week, not even a weekend. But I did have to take some time off this weekend because my daughter's wedding's coming up. So I took our youngest son out and we went and did suit shopping because for those of you that watch the show, you can see that I'm down about 70 pounds from my pandemic peak, or 75. So my suit looked like David Byrne and Stop Making Sense.
That's great.
So I needed a new suit. He didn't have a suit, and he's about to graduate college, which means he's going to go into the wedding seasons and be able to reuse a suit and use it over and over and over again because once you graduate college, that's when you go to a lot of weddings, and then when you get to my age, you start going to a lot of funerals. So, yeah, it's a weird dichotomy, but suits are not cheap. I left that store more than we'll just say more than $1,000 down for a couple suits. So
I mean, suits can be cheap. It just depends what you want and where you're getting But, like I think
Yeah.
I think when I got a Calvin Klein that I really like,
Yep.
it was like $300, which wasn't cheap, but also not that expensive. But it
Yeah.
just depends. I mean, but you're talking about two suits, 1,000. I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Still not cheap. But
No, no, certainly not. So,
when I went to my buddy's, I was in my buddy's wedding in Florida, and we went down there, and as like a groomsman gift, he gave us all suits,
oh
custom made
wow, that's
suits,
a
like tailored.
nice fucking gift.
Yeah, so he did tailored suits for us. We went in, got measured, and they tailored them to us. And so yeah, so I have my one that I had, and then I have the one that he got me, which is slightly different shade. I think his is it was navy, but not. I don't know. Maybe it's just a little off black. But anyway, so it's slightly different. I got two kinds, and I think they still fit, but I also probably gained a little weight, so we'll see.
Nice. Yeah. No, we
I
we
know one of them does. His probably doesn't.
we both went black on this, and they're being like they did all the measurements and did all the pinning and the
Yeah,
marking with chalk and all that. So we'll pick them up in a few weeks.
nice.
But yeah, so it was. I hadn't bought a suit in probably 20 years, so yeah, it's been a while. So I saved money by not spending money and then spent money. So
I mean, it always catches up with you, but at least you didn't buy all those in the middle. So hey,
exactly, yes,
you
yeah,
still save money.
yeah. So yeah, so I had very little time for Black Ops 6 over the weekend. Also had to drop him back off at college because he came back for the fitting and all that. And Tiff was gone for a work trip. So, but yeah, I plan on playing more Black Ops tonight and tomorrow and the next tomorrow and the next tomorrow and the next tomorrow until
Did,
the
until the day.
until the double XP weekend is done, and I'll just keep playing it because
Are do they ever do like a triple or anything like that?
no, they have not done that yet. But
Maybe
that
at
would
the
be
end they will.
I think come the end of this final season, I think they might jack it up a bit just to let people feel completionist. But
So let's say, just for argument's sake, you don't hit the 1,000 before 7 drops. The day 7 drops, are you done with 6?
I I cannot tell you that. I don't know.
All right.
I literally thought of this earlier today after my last meeting before this show when I was playing, and I was like, do I just want to finish it or do I move on? And then if I move on, then am I behind and I'll never hit the limit in the next game? So these are the things that are running through my mind.
Does it move over? Does it carry over?
No.
Okay, so it
So,
doesn't. You don't have to worry about that.
but if I didn't start day one accruing
Oh, if you didn't start day one.
prestiges and
Correct.
stuff,
Yeah,
then do I end up behind? Because I didn't start playing this Call of Duty till 3 months after it came out.
Oh well, then you probably would have hit 1,000. Then.
Oh, absolutely, I would have.
Yeah.
So this is the stuff that goes through my mind that doesn't go through anyone else's fucking mind.
So did you start 3 months late because you were finishing 5 or
Uh,
finishing the last one, whatever that was?
no, I started 3 months late because I was just watching TV and not playing games.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
Well-
I don't know what the right thing to do is, and I'm gonna figure it out on the fly.
I mean, if it were up to me, I would just say cold turkey 7 day 1, start fresh. But
Yeah.
that is me, and I'm
Yeah.
not you.
No, you're certainly not me.
I
As
am
you
not.
pointed out many times.
Otherwise, I would have 2 switches in the closet, collecting dust.
Hey, I only have one Switch too. You have two. So let's look who's the Switch spaz, okay? But yes. So, but yeah. So other than that, that's all I've been playing.
All right, so no games for us.
Nope. So on that, why don't we hop on over to the new releases? First new release out this week is Just Dance 2026 Edition out for the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the Switch. So for those of you that haven't been following rhythm dancing games, things have gone a very different way since the days of the Kinect. So at least on the Switch, you can shake your little Wiimotes or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
And that counts as your dancing.
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons. But for Xbox and PlayStation, you actually download a phone app and
No way.
and you set it up next to your TV, and it sees you, and that's how it judges whether you're dancing correctly or not.
Wow. I wondered about how they did that.
Yeah, that with no cameras,
No Kinect,
or the
yeah.
other little
Or
whatever the
motion.
PlayStation
Yeah.
things were called. Yeah, so that's how these games
Huh.
work now. It's got 40 great songs in it. It's not something we'll pick up. Like Tiff used to be, like when I met her, she wrote for a site called Dance Connection, Kinection, and it was all about the Connect Dance game, Dance Central,
Wow.
and yeah, but things have definitely changed since then. But if you like dancing and you like 40 current and older songs, could be for you. These games obviously have been coming out now for, I think the first one was in 2009, so we're talking 17 years of these games. So
Yeah.
someone's
remember-
playing them.
I remember Dance Central came out, and then it was Dance Central versus Just Dance, and
Yeah.
there might have been one other one, and then every year it was just
Yep.
another
They
one,
just
and
another one, another one, another one.
then motion stuff went away, but the games kept coming out. I'm like, how is this? How, are people
How are
playing
they
this?
doing this? Yes, yeah. So
And
that's
I mean,
how,
it made sense with Switch, maybe, but yeah,
but
okay.
yeah. So that's, well, if you remember in the Wii days, it was even weaker of a comparison when you had, like, for PlayStation you had those two ball things.
Yeah, the move stuff.
Yeah, the Move, and then for Xbox you had Kinect, which saw
Yeah.
all of you. And in the Wii days, you only had a Wiimote in one hand, and that's
Yeah.
how it was judging your dancing, which seemed sus at best.
Yeah. So people would just sit on their couch and just hit and move it with their hand,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
with
yeah.
their knee or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it works now. Is there's an app that you download, and it videos you and analyzes it or whatever. But
I'm kind of surprised that they wouldn't have a way to plug in just any old Windows camera into your system and use that as a camera instead of
Yeah.
having to have a phone. But I guess it's easier. Everyone has a phone.
everyone
but
has
you
a
have to
phone.
have-
Not everyone has a
You have to have a
camera.
place to set it up somewhere, I guess, as long as you have a place for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but they keep coming.
It is weird. I've never been interested in the dance games ever, but
Oh, I played the shit out of Dance Central. That was
never.
my jam.
I play Guitar Hero and I play DJ Hero, but that's it.
I played Guitar Hero, DJ Hero,
Rock Band.
Rock Band, and Dance.
Rocksmith? No, that's the real one.
I did not get Rocksmith, but I do have the Pro guitar for Rock Band with the actual strings, so you can go nuts with that. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
I didn't know they had a string one. I knew they had like extra buttons, but I didn't know there was
No,
strings.
it actually has strings. It's called
Wow.
the Pro guitar, and so you can either use it in normal, like, 5-button mode, or you can push down the thing below the fret, and you actually have to play the strings. Yeah. So there's
I was
also
thinking recently. Go ahead.
there's also a Pro drums kit you can get that's real
really?
drumming instead of
Real
just
drums.
yellow, red, blue, green,
Huh.
yellow, blue, red, green.
Does it have like so it has like mics on the drums to get the sound or something?
No, it's a MIDI. They all use the MIDI
Oh,
interface.
I
so,
see, I
yes,
see.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah.
Recently I was thinking about getting a DJ Hero 2 deck again just to play it again because I think it would still work on my 360.
Oh yeah, we just
that was
played
just-
a couple weekends ago with all the kids. We have 3 decks.
Yeah. It's just so fun. I only played the second one, so I haven't played the first one.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite games. Didn't just dance. It'll be okay.
I'll hear a song on the radio and be like, "How do I know that song?" Oh, it's DJ
that's
Hero
where
2.
yes.
That's the only place I know that song from.
Yeah.
Like David Guetta, or is it Guetta? Anyway,
David Guetta. Yep.
Guetta, yeah.
Yep.
I know that song. I like that song, and then everyone else was like, "I don't like that song." I like it because it was on DJ Hero.
Yes, yeah.
Because I played it 1,000 times.
Oh, the kids literally, like, we had all the kids over for lunch and everything else, and they were down here in the basement, and so behind our bar there's a kind of like a half-height shelf that then faces the big 85-inch TV. So they set the decks up on that, and the 360 is also on an input out there, even though there's a PS5 and an Xbox Series X, and they switched to that input. They dropped in DJ Hero 2, and they spent maybe 6 hours just fucking taking turns like, I beat you, who's up next? And yeah.
And I've never played it on my big screen because I didn't have it after I built it. So, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine those things cost a ton because a lot of that chunky, like...
I don't know. I actually think that those things
I'm sure
probably cost more now than they did when they came out because they're in short supply. But
I know I've seen them at my local game shop, so maybe I'll take a look and see.
Oh, that's probably your best bet, not on eBay or... Yeah.
Because then they got to pay fees and shipping and all that crap.
Yep.
But, yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
Right.
Anyway.
Next new release out this week is NASCAR 25 for the Xbox, the PlayStation, the PC, and I could give less than two shits about this.
Moving on.
Alright, last new release out this week is Pokemon Legends Z to A. Obviously, it's a Pokemon game. Obviously, it's out for the Switch.
It's not Pokemon Go, so...
No, it's a RPG.
Yeah. It's the next one in the line of all the RPG games for Pokemon, which, I mean, most of the Pokemon games are RPGs, or at least the good ones from as far as I'm aware. I don't play them. My son plays them, and a bunch of the people I know play them, but yeah. He will probably ask for this one for Christmas, but otherwise I have no idea about this game at all. I know that it looked... I know that... So I follow a guy on YouTube, Arlo, which he looks like... Do you know what I'm talking about? The, like, blue Muppet guy?
No. Okay, you just said
he looks
two
like
of the weirdest sentences that ever were chained together. Yes.
so is the character... This guy does this character named Arlo, and he has he looks almost like Grover from... Testing shit like the blue.
I know Grover. Grover's a known commodity. Yes,
he looks kind of like him. He's blue like him. So he does reviews and he talks about mostly.
Does he wear a suit or is he a puppet?
He's a puppet. You never see the guy. It's either the puppet or it's just a voiceover. Anyway, he just does Nintendo stuff and really, really good. It's a fun channel and it's kid friendly and all that, but it's not like kiddie. It's just he doesn't cuss.
Well, that's how you're changing this up so you don't sound weird for watching this guy. He's not a kid thing though, okay?
No, he's not. He gets down and deep sometimes. But anyway, so he was talking about this recently, going, it just looks like the whole world is sort of empty, and he thought maybe a while ago he said that, and then he's like, maybe it's just because it's like a pre-release thing, and then he recently put out another video which I didn't watch yet, saying, no, I think this just is how it is. I don't think Nintendo knows how to make Pokemon 3D games. I think that they just... Either they don't know how to make them, or they just figure...
They just don't care.
People will buy anything.
Yep.
These kids will buy anything. It doesn't matter if it's good or not, and they just put it out. Because a lot of the world it's just crap. And I mean, the last few ones that came out had lots of frame rate issues. So a lot of people are complaining about that. But I'm not thinking this is going to be great. But we'll see. I mean, there might be listeners out there who play Pokemon. They can tell us. Maybe people can write in and say, I tried it, I love it, or I tried it, I hate it, or...
Yeah, I looked at screenshots of it today, and I was like, Well, I would have always been, but...
Yeah, it always looks...
But it looked worse than I would have thought it would in 2025.
On the Switch 2.
So, yes, on the Switch 2. So, yes. Yeah. All right. Well, on that, why don't we hop on over? See, we're cranking through the show into gaming news. And like I said earlier, if you're in chat right now, you want to drop something in there for us to discuss, drop it in. Or just, drop it in any of our methods to contact us, and we'll discuss in next week's episode. So I'll start off. This would have been a Selden story, but he's not here. So Ratchet and Clank's lost game has been found and preserved. So this was a game. If you remember, Ratchet and Clank came out with this game called going mobile, and it was their first mobile game. And then they announced back in sometime in the 2000s that there was this game called Ratchet and Clank Clone Home. And it was going to be the next big thing, and it was coming out, and this and that and the other thing. And then it disappeared off the face of the planet. So some hackerish cool dude bought an old was it a Sony Ericsson? A Sony Ericsson W880i phone.
Woo.
And this was obviously someone that worked for the company. The game was on there. They had to break the encryption on the phone, and then they pulled the game off the phone, and now it's permanently preserved. Like, this is ludicrous. This was a game lost in time, and now it exists, and it's saved in the archives. Obviously, there's no copyright protection because it was never released. So this is a game now that you can play on a Sony Ericsson emulator. But it's just a weird story. Like, it's a game that for years, they talked about this for like 3 years, and the game was done. It never came out, disappeared, and this guy was just buying random phones to try to find games that were lost in time because he's a game historian and found this, and now it's preserved forevermore. So
how would you know this would be on this phone to try to break the phone's encryption? I mean, because what it says is that it's believed that Clone Alone was briefly online by mistake before being pulled down, but that someone must have grabbed it when it was
yes. So anyone with this phone could have grabbed it, and that's where this guy did his phishing.
So how do they know? Okay, so it could have been this phone, because it was like, was it just on this phone it was going to come out?
It was, well, that was the first target market. So this guy could have bought up all these. He could have bought 50 of these on eBay for on the cheap. Yes, yeah. So he could have just bought tons on the cheap and finally found it for someone that actually downloaded it when it was briefly somehow soft launched but not launched.
It's amazing that like anybody that they just like
that anybody wants to do this.
No, but like it was obviously up for a little bit because some people could have grabbed it, and then they just pretended that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And no one said anything about it. Like, I mean, I guess this was 2000 or whenever it was, so I guess that back then things weren't quite as public with social media and all that stuff. But still, it seems weird that they could just get away with, they just never put it out. Don't know what happened to it. It was obviously up for just a little bit of time.
This is 4 years before Tooled Play started. This is when Halo and the original Xbox were coming out. So let's frame this as to that time period. It was a very different time. I just think the story's cool, which is why I picked it. Even though I don't give a shit about this game, I'm not going to play a game that was designed for a little teeny square screen on like probably a 200 by 100 pixel display. But I just think it's fucking cool.
I mean, I don't care. I don't have any opinion on Ratchet and Clank. I've not played the games.
Okay.
So there's that. I've always heard they're good, and I'm sure they are. I don't have any reason to want to play this just because I don't know this series. But people who do love the series, I'm glad this is out there for them, even though I will never play it. This is really cool. I would love this for something that I like, that I was interested in. If this
that disappeared like and someone found. Yes,
I would be so happy. So I'm very happy for everyone who loves this series, and I hope that the people who want to play this get that emulator and get to it.
Yep, absolutely. All right, next story!
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is getting a new Game Plus mode and other goodies. This is the update dropped October 10th, so it's already out. If you're listening to this, and it includes New Game Plus, which obviously you can continue on from your previous completed game and restart, but you also get to carry over all of your money, all of your because different areas in the game, if you play the game, they have every area has a different type of currency, which is like kind of a pain.
Ah,
So if you wanna, you won't have to worry about having to get more currency if you don't need to when you're starting up again. You also get all your skills and all your collectibles. So if you're a collectible hunter, you can just start a new game plus and keep going, and you'll just pick up the ones that you missed. And when I went back and redid I completed everything. I had to go back through and I had to go back through all these levels I'd played already over and over again because I had to go back to them. Well, in this case, you just want to replay the whole game. You already got all the stuff, and just what's left is what you have to pick up. Everything else is already collected, which is great.
nice.
Also, there's going to be a new ending sequence after the credits that wasn't there before previously. So if you finish the game again or at all right now, I think it's going to have an extra ending sequence, which I have not seen yet. I don't think I'll be doing a new game plus on this, but I do have the DLC, which I have not started yet. So I will play
Maybe
that.
do a new game plus and go right into the DLC.
Well, I don't need to because I think it's like a flashback DLC, so I could just play it. But
Ah, okay.
I don't really have the time to just be going through India.
You have all the time in the world now.
I don't know. It's a really good game, but I did play the shit out of it, so I think I'm good for now. Also, there's a new thing that's a voice language selection tool or section tool where you can mix and match, so you can have like speaking English but French subtitles or vice versa,
Oh,
which could be
interesting.
good for maybe you're playing it with somebody who or somebody's watching it who doesn't know
Speak
a
the
language too
language,
well.
yes.
You can have subtitles for them while you can listen to it, or vice versa, which is kind of cool.
Interesting.
Or for whatever reason. I mean, whatever reason you want to have it. If you want to have them speaking in English because that's what they speak in the game, but you're in a
You're trying to
different
learn
language.
French. Yeah.
Yeah, or you just speak a different language, so you want to have subtitles for you, but you still want them to speak how their mouths are moving, that sort of thing. So, pretty cool. And it said that finally, games adding software to detect the upcoming ROG Ally or ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X handheld devices will automatically adjust the video quality for them for better performance. So,
Oh, nice.
I guess that's good if you can get one of those.
So I would
but-
assume that's for text size and stuff, which is usually too small
Oh.
when you are on those devices.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
So yeah, it's already out. If you have the game, you can just get the update and go from there. But cool stuff.
Nice. All right. Next story. Netflix is bringing party games to TV. So, as part of Netflix's new update, they're bringing a bunch of party games that you can play from your couch with your friends. The first ones include Lego Party, Pictionary Game Night, Boggle Party, Party Crashers, and Tetris. So, and that Tetris Time Warp is all of the Tetrises from history, like whether the Game Boy version through the latest and greatest. So this is kind of like, picture it like Jackbox games, but coming from Netflix. I think this is super cool, and it's a good value add, especially since most of the Netflix gaming stuff has just been phone games that you download if you also have Netflix. So this is actually on the TV, hanging out with your family, hanging out with your friends. This is like a direct competition to Jackbox. So I think this sounds pretty cool.
I think it's great too, and I know that a lot of the Netflix games are more playable on mobile, but you can do them on a TV because I've noticed that. So I think this will be great. I mean, I'm still not fully sold on the whole Netflix getting into gaming and buying all these companies to put their games out on Netflix because some of the companies I really, really like and I'm just afraid for them. But
Yeah.
other than that, I do think that this is a good way to use it for Netflix. It's almost like having, you used to have the Seen It stuff.
Oh
back
yes,
in the
yes,
day
yeah,
when-
yep.
With like it's not quite like that, but you got Jackbox stuff, you got Seen It type stuff,
Yep.
and then you got the Tetris and things like that. I think that's the best way to use it. I don't think they should be getting too complex with stuff. Party game seems to be the perfect venue for this
That's
sort of thing.
the low vector to entry. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, everyone and multiple people can. It's kind of bringing people together locally, and which is always a good thing as well. So yeah, I'm for it. Sounds great, and I hope that it works out for them.
All right. Fantastic. Next story!
Oh, report. Ubisoft canceled Assassin's Creed Project Scarlet for fear of political backlash. It looks like, and I've heard of this name, but I didn't know what it was about. I don't know if you did or not, but
I did, yes.
Okay. It says the canceled Assassin's Creed game would have cast players as a former enslaved person battling the Ku Klux Klan and other adversaries in America's Reconstruction period.
Which seems like a good thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
And it's saying that they are, fear of political backlash, and
which seems like a bad thing.
Pushing any specific agenda, and it makes me think, what? I mean, like, what are you going to say against it? Like,
how can anyone be against this?
But I think it's like, it's saying that, oh, well, people in the South will take offense at them looking bad. This is not you. This is 150 years ago.
No.
I mean, some people it is still. But in general, this is like, history stuff. And I think people still can't accept that this stuff happened, and the place they live with the people they love, or ancestors and things like that. So it's unfortunate, but it is kind of odd because it doesn't. I mean, in a way, it doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed, but also Assassin's Creed 3 was Revolutionary War, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. So. And we had the Pirates one. It's been all over the place.
It's not just Italy.
Yes.
So, and I mean, it's Italy and it's Egypt and it's all over the place. So I think that people think of certain time periods as, oh, that was forever ago in a faraway land, and
and other people are like, don't tear down our statues.
Yeah, well, but also the people who live in Egypt or Italy or what have you are like, yeah, I mean, I can go to that place right now. It's right down the street. It's not that long ago. I mean, it is, but also it's part of my history in that area, maybe with my ancestors. And that's good for the goose, good for the gander type of thing,
Yeah.
Why is that okay for them to make stories about their history that might have bad things in it, but not about our history that might have bad things in it? Because it was a little more recent, and or people in the U.S. are so split and they feel like they're still involved in this stuff. So
somehow, yes.
Yeah. Somehow.
We're tiptoeing a line here, folks, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah. Somehow.
Yeah.
So it's they're just it's just canceled, I guess. So
yeah, that's fucked.
I mean, I don't know if I'd play. I don't play a lot of Assassin's Creed games anymore.
I don't either, but I think that this would have been maybe a eye-opening game for some people.
Yeah.
Or those people just don't even care to have their eyes open. So.
Yeah, no, I think some people just don't want to be told that the history's bad.
Yep.
So
USA. USA. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Next story. A Minecraft movie sequel greenlit for July 23rd, 2027. So, obviously this movie that everyone thought was going to be shit, that ended up being a big hit. Well, you didn't think it was going to be shit?
No, I'm saying, I thought you were going to say that it sucked, and like, well, I mean, it did kind of suck.
Oh, I still haven't even watched it yet. But
it was okay. It was fun enough.
I know it was well liked. People couldn't figure out how you could go from Minecraft to a movie based on Minecraft. Yeah. But apparently it did so well that they greenlit a sequel. It's going to be out in 2 years, and lots of the same cast is back. They're adding a whole bunch of other casts. So either this is what you wanted, or this is because you watched it, this is what you're getting. I don't... You pick and choose which category you're in. Shadow watched it, so this is what you're getting.
I did. We went opening day. My son and my daughter took him, and I took my son and my daughter. They don't go to many movies, and this was something they were both interested in. So I'm like, all right, let's just go. My wife did not go, and it
Oh, that
was
doesn't surprise me.
no, and it was fun. It was dumb, but also some of it gave me sort of the wizard vibes with
Oh, Fred
late
Savage.
'90s, yeah, or I mean late '80s, that type of
Yeah,
thing. That
yeah,
gave me that little bit of that vibe with Jason Momoa's character.
yeah.
So
Okay.
that was fun, but I mean, it was fast. It never stopped. Like there was no lulls in there. Like by the time it was over, you're like, what just happened to me? It just the movie just like came at me and then it was over. Like so
Yeah.
it was fine. And I think that now that they know that it actually will make money, they'll put more money into it. They'll put more story into it. I don't know. I mean, it had a decent enough story for what you can expect for, like you mentioned, Minecraft, because
Because
what's
Minecraft has
It's
no
just whatever
story. Yes.
it's just Legos, basically.
Yeah.
But there are creatures in there, so things happen if you're playing the adventure mode. At
Mhm.
night the zombies come out and creepers and things like that. So you have that. I don't know. I'm not like a big Minecraft craft guy. My son is, my daughter is, so
I
they
didn't
liked it
even
and
really
they'll be
think it
happy.
did that well. It did, let's see here, 157 domestic and 301 million globally.
Yeah, but how much did it
That's
cost?
opening weekend.
Oh,
So that's the most surprising part.
150. Oh, that's right. 157. Oh, that's right. I remember that. It did huge numbers for opening weekend.
Let's not to slow the show down, but let me
No,
go to
I'm
Box
curious.
Office Mojo and check this out.
Global was 458 million. I'm sorry, 958 million. 424 for domestic.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's impressive.
Yeah, and imagine how much it costs to make. I can't imagine it costs more than 100.
Jason Momoa's salary. Yeah.
And so this is a Minecraft movie. Will it be a Minecraft movie too? I don't know.
Yeah.
So the budget is 150 and it made 950. So I would say yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's 957, 949, 195
Yeah.
worldwide.
Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
So
So
yeah, this one will do better.
So
Yes.
the only wrench thrown in it as well was like the same day or the next day or something. It was announced that the Simpsons movie 2 is coming out the
Oh
exact
yes,
same day.
after 20 something years. Yes.
20 more years, the second movie's coming out the same day.
Yeah.
Which some may say, well, those are different audiences, and I say my son loves them both and he's seen every single season of Simpsons. So
Mm,
maybe there's slightly different, but animated, kid focused.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they could eat each other's lunch a little bit, unless parents are doing
Or you could do a double
double
feature.
features. You
Yeah.
could double money. I don't know. I don't
You
know.
could go
But
to a drive-in and see both.
we don't really have drive-ins here,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
we only have 2 left in Massachusetts, so
We have some, but there's I think the closest one like an hour and a half away. So
yeah, that's a long haul. Yeah.
so yeah, we'll see. But I hope I don't know. I don't hope anything. It'll do well, and Simpsons movie 2 will do well.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I feel like they might, as it comes closer, the dates might shift slightly just to kind of get away from each other a little bit.
That's
I would.
That's usually
But
what these studios do is they're like, "Oh shit."
yeah.
Like when
Well,
they
Fox is Disney now, so Simpsons is Disney. Minecraft is Minecraft,
Yeah.
I guess. Mojang. Xbox, I guess. Yeah. So Microsoft versus Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Disney wins, but just saying.
In this case, I think Minecraft beats Simpsons for sure. But it'll
I don't know.
be.
Like, look at all the older people that would never go watch a Minecraft movie
Yeah,
besides
but
you.
so many people stopped watching Simpsons over the years, though.
Yeah,
I don't watch
I
it
stopped a
anymore.
long time ago, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right, last story.
Okay, so this is sort of the Halo's sort of the basis for this entire site and everything. So big Halo news here, sort of. But 17-year-old Halo veteran leaves Xbox and shares an ominous message on the way out. He says that Glenn Israel says he will share more details in 2026 when it is absolutely safe to do so. Says he's no
Ominous.
longer, yeah, ominous. Says he's no longer contributing to the Halo universe. He worked with Bungie, then went to 343 when that changed to 343, now known as Halo Studios, as art director. Says he can't say much more for right now, so next year, I guess. But it sounds like he's saying that well, there's going to be a Halo announcement soon. I think in the next couple of weeks there's going to be a big announcement. Maybe he's kind of getting out before that, but it makes me concerned.
Yep.
What he says, there's no illusion of security nor promise of wealth or fame or power that is worth trading with your health, your dignity, your ethics, or values. No one can force you to. So stay strong, take evidence when necessary, and find out where you belong. It makes me think that there's just no good changes coming up, and also just in gaming in general. Yeah, there's no more stability. People don't
No.
hire for like long-term positions. It's just a lot of
No,
just
it's all
contract
contract working.
contract
Yep.
fire, contract fire,
Yep.
which sucks. And you can't get a long lasting company or vision with that. It's
Oh, he was
just,
there for 17 years, but
yeah, I mean, but maybe it's just because he had
the
had
clout.
the clout and all that to stay there for that long. But I don't know, man. What do you think?
Yeah, this was a weird story, and the way he worded his messages was like, I can't say it now, but in 2026 I can say stuff. Like, what is that even like? I can't even picture what he's gonna drop the bomb on, but
Well, it's my thought is possibly that they're going to be using AI for a lot of stuff. So that will be
oh,
bad, and a lot of jobs will be lost because of that. They're being made with Unreal Engine 5
yeah,
now, the
that's like
next
the
Halo. So
remake. Yep, yep.
so that could be a lot of change with Halo, and also possibly AI stuff in there because everything's all in with AI. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
mean,
hadn't gone there, but you make a good point. Yeah, that's probably what would piss someone off that was into
art
it with
director.
the creatives, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, hey, AI, look at all of this fucking Halo shit from all of history and generate me a
Yeah.
storyline in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's the art director and he's leaving and he's pissed off and it's 2025, so I figure it must be AI related. But
No,
that's just
that's
speculation.
no. I think that you're right on the money. I hadn't gone there, but now you've convinced me. So
Uh yeah, I mean, what somebody said and I agree. Oh no, not him, but this is just later in the article and someone mentions this. Xbox boss Matt Booty previously said Halo Infinite's launch was like a runner tripping at the finishing line. And I agree on that because I
yeah,
mean, I loved the online, the multiplayer Halo Infinite stuff, but the story was just like, here's a partial story and we'll finish it someday, and they never did.
and the story was also not linear. Like you could just jump around and do whatever part of the story you wanted.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, you
Yeah.
had to go to the next place for the next story, but you could just kind of in the meantime go other places. I think it's been so long since I
Yeah.
played it that I can't even really remember.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah, no,
it
I'm
was just
friends with Matt Booty, so if he said that, that's a
yeah. I mean, I agree with him because it was like we were so excited for this coming out. It's going to be new and it's going to be great, and it just bombed.
yep.
And even like, and it sucked because I was just getting my son into Halo at that point, and he was like, I don't know, 7 or something at the time
Redoing
when that came out.
MCC.
We're doing MCC. We're just kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
we were playing online with each other, and then we're like, oh, the new Halo's coming out. Let's play it. We tried to play it together. You couldn't play split screen.
Yep.
You could not play split screen campaign on a Halo game. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
So
Yep.
that was A. And then so we had to play each other we had to have two Xboxes to play with each other, which I did, luckily, but still. And we had to have online for both. And then it just was so glitchy, and then the story just didn't really make much sense. Even, I mean, better than 5, I guess, but still.
There was a
It
lot of
scrapped all of
driving up mountains and driving
yeah.
down mountains
It
and
scrapped all of
yeah.
5. Pretty much just
Yep.
started fresh and like what? So we won't ever figure out what happened with 5, which I wasn't like hugely concerned about, but also it just made a complete break in the middle of the Halo universe. So like, here's the new canon, I guess, and that's the old canon, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Halo's just been on such a spiral the last bunch of years, and I know they're doing the Unreal Engine 5 CE at some
Yes.
point soon, which I'm sure their announcement in a couple weeks will mention that.
I
They'll
can't
say,
wait
here's
for
the
that.
Unreal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that, I mean, I'm interested in that, although I have played it, 1,000 times, but
Who
I,
hasn't?
s- yeah, I still think it'll be cool to see. But we did have Anniversary, which
Yeah.
was good when that came out, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will be like a, doubly that, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just kind of sucks.
It does.
So sorry for Glenn. I hope you land on your feet. I'm sure you will be fine.
And we
But
can't
still,
wait to hear what you say in 2026.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
All right. Well, if any of you have stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com or comment on the Systems thread in the Tool to Play homepage. And
We
sponsors.
had them, we pimp them, but we don't, so we won't.
See? Piece of cake. But if you want to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool to Play related at twitter.com/tool to play. Everything podcast related is at twitter.com/still_got_game. Facebook the fuck out of us, facebook.com/tool to play. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/tool to play. That is your number one source for on-demand Tool to Play content. Whether it's episodes of Still Got Game, Hits Quick Hits, Thick and Thin with LB and Duty, Tiff's immature interviews, or Selden's ultra special ultra cam show. You can find all of that archive video content on youtube.com/tool to play. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. Give us 5 stars. If you get an extra 5 seconds, write something to go with it, because if you write a review, it's weighed way more than just a star review. So just even if you write Shadow, like that's all you have to write with your 5-star review, and that
You could
weighs 10 times a 5-star review. So
you can write Shadow sucks and give us 5 stars. That's
that's true too. You could do that, and it still weighs more than a 5-star review. So they're not parsing the text; they're just looking for text. So definitely go there and rate and review us on iTunes. We have a Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/still_got_game. Go there, follow us. It's one of the many places we broadcast the show live each week. We have a Discord channel. That's discord.me/stillgotgame. Once again, that's discord.me/stillgotgame. You can go chat with all the show's hosts, with other super fans, with former hosts, with you name it. There is plenty of chatter going on there. So, yeah, definitely join the Discord. We drop some weird shit in there sometimes. Sometimes there's giveaways. Massive giveaways. Like, I think just last week we gave away $1,000 to a random person on our Discord. So
yeah, that was wild.
I know, it was insane. So just go there and join the Discord, and you never know what's going to show up. It's just
Discord
random.
cash is not guaranteed.
It's random what's going to happen. It could happen, it could not. But definitely join the Discord and take your chance at winning profit. So on that, Shadow, anything you want to pimp this week?
I honestly don't have anything special to pimp. I'm at Linktree, Brian S. Emmerich. As always, my stuff's there. It's been a long It's been a long week. I haven't had a chance to think on things, but I think it was a good list of places you gave last week, which was all of your past stuff for the past like 6 months.
Yep.
So I will let you reiterate that. But good list for you, and I've got some stuff up there too. Always kids charities for me, for the most part, kids cancer, things like that. So check it out. And you, Derek.
All right, my shit's at Linktree/Derek Nolan. That's linktr.ee/Derek Nolan. Like Shadow said, I started keeping stuff on my Linktree a lot longer than I have. So not only does my Linktree have, number one, the Bartesian link, if you want to get a discount off of Bartesian, because that's some sick shit. But it has all of my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. It has all the show's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, you name it. But then I'll just drop back to the 6 months ago, and we'll do those three again, because the other ones are on my Linktree. So Dana Farber, Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer, American Cancer Society, Trevor Project, Outright International, and the Human Rights Campaign. Like, any of those things, if you don't think you want to support those, then you're fucked. But if you think any of those things sound like, hey, they could use some of my money, and I could help them out, then you're a real human. So definitely go to Linktree/Derek Nolan and check those out. I guess, and we might as well say, since Selden's not here tonight, and we won't fuck this up, he's at linktr.ee/Selden007. He also has some shit on his. I know that sometimes it sounds like he's gargling a bunch of marbles or doesn't even know his name or whatever, but linktr.ee/Selden007. So this is probably the most Selden's charities are ever going to get from our listeners, because it was actually pronounced correctly and shared in a way where people can go find him. So,
and if you want some discounts on camping gear, just ask Selden directly. I'm sure he'll tell you about it.
Yeah, he can help you out. So I want to remind you all, you can join us some Monday nights live at 8 p.m. Eastern, or sometimes earlier, or sometimes 5 minutes later, at youtube.com/tooltoplay, facebook.com/tooltoplay, twitch.tv/still_got_game, and kick.com/stillgotgame. And on that, why don't we wrap this? We'll definitely be back next week, but maybe not the following 2 weeks episode up. I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Brian Shadow Emmerich.
And we missed you, Selden.